I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Now that Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel has filed a felony criminal complaint against the 16 fake electors in the state who fraudulently affixed their name on a fake electoral certificate and submitted it to the National Archives, claiming Donald Trump won the 2020 election in the state of Michigan when President Biden won, we now see these MAGA Republican fake electors turning against each other. I want to show you this story covered by the local Michigan News about a 73-year-old Michigan fake elector named Michelle Lundgren, who will be facing 80 years, as the other fake electors are as well, based on this fraudulent fake elector scheme that she participated in. But here she claims that she was duped. She says she was duped by other MAGA Republicans in the GOP. Let me play for you this video where she says, "I've been duped. They tricked me. It's the other MAGA Republicans' fault." I want you to watch it and see if you believe this fake elector. Play the clip.
We were duped.
Michelle Lundgren is the 9th name on the list of accused fake electors charged by Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel with 8 felonies that carry up to 80 years in prison if convicted.
The scam was bigger than all of us.
She says she was summoned to Michigan's Republican Party headquarters.
We were told to come. They needed us, and we went, and we were given cake and coffee. We were called by a member of the Republican Party. Be sure you come. We really need your help. I asked if my husband could come in. They said no outsiders, and that became very alarming to me. This was kind of suspicious.
She and others were told not to take pictures. She says she and her fellow Republicans, whom she believed to be delegates, not actual electors, were asked to sign in on an index card. Even though she was told not to snap photos, she did, and she emailed them to me this afternoon. She says it proves someone took her signature, along with the others in the room, off a plain piece of paper and transposed them to an official federal election document.
We signed a sign-in sheet with our names. It fits right into the real elector ballot.
Also in attendance, she says,
we walked to the Capitol building with, it's all in the news, it's all in Google, with attorney Ian Northam, a Trump attorney, and we were not allowed in the building. I was an innocent little bystander in this whole thing, thinking I was doing my civic duty.
Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel says she's got proof these 16 Michiganders deliberately and knowingly posed as electors, knowing they were not. But at the Capitol that day,
that's all I'm going to say. I've been sworn to secrecy.
This plan to reject the will of the voters and undermine democracy was fraudulent and legally baseless. The false electors' actions undermine the public's faith in the integrity of our elections.
I figured as you think about, we reflect on that clip for a moment, if you will, I want to show you some other receipts that Dana Nessel clearly has at her disposal in prosecuting this case. Here is the former Republican co-chair, fake elector Meshawn Maddock, who said in this interview, and I'm going to play for you right now, that actually it was the Trump campaign that asked her to seat the false set of electors, and that's why they did it. Play the clip.
Fought to seat the electors. The Trump campaign asked us to do that. I'm under a lot of scrutiny for that today. And my husband has he's suffered for that a little bit in Lansing because it's not very popular. But when you represent the whole state of Michigan, that's what I see it now.
And in real time, here is another video of Meshawn Maddock and her team of fake electors describing in real time, when this was going on, how they plan to perpetrate the fraud. Play this clip.
Organized, and 16 of us electors got together and cast our vote for President Trump. We tried to get into the Capitol, basically what we did is we first got to Lansing with the 16 electors and realized right away that not only had they shut down the Capitol, which we had heard about, but they shut down the House office buildings, the Senate office buildings. They even shut down the parking structures of all of the elected officials. They were really just trying to stop us. They were trying to stop the Republican electors from convening. We ended up convening a couple blocks away at our Michigan Republican Party headquarters. We held our caucus. We certified our ballots for President Trump. And then as a little battalion in 29 degrees, we marched over to the Capitol. And what you can see is this is a state representative. We were escorted by 5 of our state representatives who support this, and we tried to gain access to the Capitol, and we were denied. We were holding our certified ballots in our hand. We also even just tried to say, will you take these in? Or will you have somebody from the Senate chambers come down and take them in? We did everything we could to try to deliver our ballots to the Senate floor, and they denied us that, but it doesn't matter. We know what we did.
According to everything that needed to be done, we certified it. The copies were all sent off to the proper locations and the proper people. So we're excited to have that. We don't want to say that this is not a replacement, but this is a lifeboat. This is a backup.
We're going to continue to fight for fair elections.
So this backup slate allows our legislators time. They need time. They need to look at what happened in Atrium County and also look at Wayne County, Macomb County, Kent County, Oakland County.
And we're not going to believe there's nothing to see here. We're going to keep fighting. So thanks to all of you.
Thank you. Support for Meidas is brought to you by Manscaped, who has the best in men's below-the-waist grooming products. That's right, their products are precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Join over 8 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code Meidas at manscaped.com. Look, everyone knows that you have to be careful when dealing with the family jewels. You definitely don't want to use an old crusty electric trimmer. Yikes! That's why I'm so excited to partner with Manscaped. Manscaped's Performance Package 4.0 has arrived, and oh man, it's a game changer. Inside this package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker, ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold your goodies. First off, the Lawnmower 4.0, this trimmer is the future of grooming, and dare I say the greatest below-the-waist trimmer ever? Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproof and also has 4,000K LED spotlights you'll need for a more precise shave. And because this trimmer is waterproof, you can say goodbye to the mess on the bathroom floor. You thought that was good, but want to take your grooming game to the next level? The Performance Package 4.0 also includes the Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer. The Weed Whacker is also waterproof and provides proprietary skin-safe technology, which helps reduce nicks, snags, and tugs in those delicate nose holes. Their Crop Preserver deodorant and Crop Reviver toner will change the way you approach your hygiene routine. Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts to their Performance Package 4.0, the Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag. Bring your comfort and boxers to another level. It's time to take care of yourself, so go to manscaped.com and get 20% off plus free shipping with the code Meidas. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code Meidas. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.
Next clip I want to show you is an individual by the name of Ian Northton, attorney for a group called the Amistad Project, who was involved in this scheme and was talking about the scheme. Here he is around the time when the fake electors are meeting, just basically saying what's going down, like basically talking about the crime that's being committed. Play this clip.
And what's in the letter that you wanted that to get to Senator Shirkey, right?
Yeah, so this actually wanted to be delivered to the Senate chamber. These are the official votes of the electors, of the GOP electors. Copies of this are being sent through a different statute, through a federal statute, to the United States archivist of the U.S. Congress and others, including the governor. Those official records are being sent through the proper channels. This was a copy to go to the Senate chamber because the Michigan statute requires it to be convened at the Senate chamber at 2 p.m.
This is from the Detroit News from December 28, 2022. Shirky to January 6th panel. 3 lawyers, including Hillsdale leader, pressed for fake electors. 3 attorneys, one whom is a Hillsdale College vice president, pressured state majority leader, back then now the Democrats are in control, pressured State Senate Majority Leader Mike Shirky after the 2020 election to award Michigan's electoral votes to former President Donald Trump rather than President Joe Biden, Shirky told a U.S. House committee. The Clark Lake Republican told the U.S. House January 6 committee in June that he was pressured to submit an alternate slate of electors during meetings with the Hillsdale College Vice President Robert Norton, Grand Rapids Attorney Ian Norton, who I just talked about, and Amistad Project Director Phil Klein, who is former Kansas Attorney General, according to an interview transcript released Tuesday. Shirky said he denied the request because it would have violated Michigan law. Quote, "I'm not going to suggest to you that there were specific threats, but the pressure was real and the expectations were, for the most part, unambiguous," he said in the June interview with the January 6th committee. Here is a photograph of the fake electoral slates. This is Dana Nessel, Michigan Attorney General, talking about the charges. Play the clip.
As part of the orchestrated plan, we allege that 16 Michigan residents met covertly in the basement of Michigan GOP headquarters and knowingly and of their own volition signed their names to multiple certificates stating that they were the duly elected and qualified electors for President and Vice President of the United States of America for the state of Michigan. That was a lie. They weren't the duly elected and qualified electors, and each of the defendants knew it. They carried out these actions with the hope and belief that the electoral votes of Michigan's 2020 election would be awarded to the candidate of their choosing instead of the candidate that Michigan voters actually chose.
We're talking about 8 felony counts for the 16 fake electors, 1 count of conspiracy to commit a forgery, a 14-year felony, 2 counts of forgery, a 14-year felony, 1 count of conspiracy to commit uttering and publishing, a 14-year felony, 1 count of uttering and publishing, a 14-year felony, 1 count of conspiracy to commit election law forgery, a 5-year felony, 2 counts of election law forgery, a 5-year felony. There you have it there. And I want to just show you like who's the modern leader of the Republican Party, like who's the current leader in 2023 of the Michigan Republican Party. So you want to see just kind of what's happened to the Republican Party. They're basically like completely bankrupt right now in the state of Michigan as they've completely leaned in and gotten rid of any moderate people. And they're just a Trump MAGA Republican Party now. Financially irresponsible, fighting with each other, fascist, and frankly, just very weird. Here is the newly elected Michigan GOP chair, Christina Karama, saying that American people are like dead possums getting eaten by globalist vultures. Here's a video she made of herself. This is the head of the Republican Party in Michigan right now. Play the clip.
So I was taking my walk this morning and look what I ran across. A vulture eating a possum. And as soon as I saw that, you know what I thought about? Us, the American people, as the possum, and the vulture is the globalist political left. And the sad part about it is most people don't realize it because they distract you with a bunch of little stupid stuff like, look at that misogyny, look at that homophobia, look at that racism, the poor people, we're going to help you all. So people are like, oh, they're for the little guys and I'm little, so they're going to help me. It's a distraction. It is a ruse. They're trying to set up a globalist system with one economic, one religious, and one political system for us all to adhere to, and America is in the way. That is why they hate Donald Trump so much. He's getting in the way of their agenda. And they use these foolish little celebrities to sell it to you guys that don't you care about people to stop guns? What is the Second Amendment for? You really trust governments that much to not kill us? Quit being naive. Stalin, Mao, Hitler, okay, Fidel Castro, Che Guevara. Governments have done atrocious things to their people. Are you that naive to think it can never happen here?
There you have it, folks. I want to give a shout out to some Twitter sleuths who helped find some of these documents, Michigan GOP Watch, and an account called the P-Tape. And again, a shout out to the Detroit News as well. for their reporting. I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 1.5 million subscribers thanks to your support. Check us out at patreon.com/MeidasTouch, wherever you get audio podcasts. Subscribe to the MeidasTouch podcast. Hit subscribe now. Help us get to 1.5 million by this summer. Have a great day.
Hey, Meidas Mighty. Love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram at MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.